no regret. Yeah, exactly that. Welcome back if you've already been here with our collective community. Welcome if you are new. My name is Brini, anarchemist. We're just going to see what Spirit has for you for your week ahead. So if you catch this on the replay, it'll be whatever week is upcoming when you watch it because my messages are timeless. I do see the Ten of Pentacles here. So this could have something to do with your family history. Maybe you feel like you're carrying a lot. These cards are not coming together. And that's wild because I was hearing Come Together by her and Chris Brown before I got on here. So something about some sort of heartbreak or pain that's making it difficult for you to pull things together. Something about that. I hope you all are doing well. Spirit of all that is pure, true, and divine, I am grateful to be a messenger and a mouthpiece. I know these messages will reach exactly who they are meant to. May they be clear, cut and concise. What's going on with the collective communities week ahead? Let's see. Yeah, I'm just getting like headaches, stress, overthinking, lack of sleep. I know I spoke recently about having energetic boundaries with your ancestors, and that's definitely needed. I feel like for some of you, you've already been carrying a lot. You are the black sheep of your family or the curse breaker, or however you want to identify with that. But it has to do with you carrying a lot in your hands when it comes to your lineage or what came before you and what comes after you. Like this Two of Wands is just very clearly you feeling like you have the weight of the world in your hands, and it doesn't feel like a gift. It feels like a burden. It feels like a job. It feels like a responsibility that no one's sharing with you. We have the Lovers on the bottom of the deck. But like some of you are kind of looking for your, I'm hearing your helpmate, whatever's going on with the things you're trying to accomplish, in contrast to the things that you've experienced and the things that you were kind of gifted from the people who came before you. You feel like it's just kind of too much to carry by yourself, which is understandable. I mean, I personally identify with that. I don't feel like it's anything you can't get done. I don't feel like it's anything you're not capable of doing, because if it was, you wouldn't have been tasked with doing it. I don't think any of us necessarily wanted to be chosen. I don't think any of us necessarily wanted to be the ones to change these patterns in our families, but that's just, I heard the luck of the draw. So some of you are kind of, damn, I can't make it up. The Wheel of Fortune. So as far as karma within your family or your fate, you're just kind of feeling like, damn, I really got to do this. With the Knight of Wands, I feel like you have, I'm hearing the guts, like you have the gumption to do this. You just, it's a lot on your brain. It's a lot on your mind about how you're going to get this done. And I feel like Spirit is just trying to encourage you that you'll have guidance every step of the way, and it's not something that you can just think your way through. This is something you have to feel your way through. This is something you have to allow the divine to, to hold your hand through, cuz it's heavy. And we've been talking about this a lot, collective community, especially over on TikTok. Like the conversations get very real about the things that we've had to endure and the things that we've had to heal and the ways in which we show up for ourselves and choose to do better. So don't be discouraged. I feel like the wheel is turning in your favor. I'm seeing in my mind's eye like a wheel that is hard to turn in a car. Like maybe it needs an adjustment. I feel like that's your perspective. That's the way you are perceiving your free will or your drive. You're making it feel like a job and a task when really it's a gift. And sometimes gifts do require, you know, prerequisites, I suppose. You're the man for the job, or the woman, however that resonates. That's what I heard. You're the man for the job. What else, Spirit? I hope you all are doing well. I see you all tapping. I see you all liking the live. I appreciate you. I'm grateful for your presence. I hope you're doing well on this beautiful Sunday. Again, if you catch the replay of this on YouTube, this is a timeless message for the week ahead whenever you see this. The king of TikTok in here. Okay. I love the self belief. Thank you all for tapping. Please hold down the screen and share it out to someone you feel like needs to hear this message. Repost the live, contribute to the live gift, and I will get you a free card after the collective message. If you're on YouTube and you have yet to hit that thumbs up, go ahead and get that done. Spirit, what else from this deck? Thank you. Sometimes I'll be talking and shuffling, and it's like, I need to ask. Yeah, that card actually came out. So it's a matter of feeling overwhelmed or stressed. Thank you so much for the heart me. I meant it. Is it Syra? Syra? I like that. Let me know if I pronounced it correctly. Hey Shay. Hey Crystal. I saw you earlier. Thank you for the heart me. I appreciate you all. What's up? Yeah, this actually came out. It's like you just are feeling overwhelmed and anxious. And that's because you can't see as far as the divine can. If you're here with me on YouTube in the present moment, hit that thumbs up, okay? The Three of Wands is about vision. It's about seeing into the future. It's prophesying. It's seeing further than the 10 steps in front of you. It's the ability to tap into your mind's eye so that it can show you the ways in which you need to go, not you stressing over every single step you have to take. So there's a difference between your perception of what needs to get done and what spirit is showing you needs to get done. Sometimes the only thing you need to get done is to lay your ass down. Sometimes you don't need to do anything really. Sometimes you need to take steps back and allow the divine to orchestrate things, and you need to really be tapping into the guidance you're receiving at this time. I do have Cash App. It should be on the board if you can see it. It's the same as my name, anartchemist, Nubian queen. I like that. I know that's right. Hey y'all. How are y'all feeling? I can't make it up. The King of Wands. This is about you having vision. This is you're looking at it like you're being given a responsibility, like someone just decided one day that you had to carry the weight of your lineage. But it's not that. It's an honor, it's a privilege. It's you're qualified. I feel like you need to find the gratitude in your life path because you're so focused on the hard work. You're not able to see the gift with the King of Cups sticking out. Like, you don't even know how many people in your line wanted to be you. You don't know how many people in your line tried to be you, but they just didn't have it. They didn't have the goods. Like the King of Wands is a visionary. The King of Wands can see. You have the gift of sight. You have the gift of vision. Some of you have dreams and you prophesy, and you can see deeper than what the illusion is that's painted. So don't look at it like it's a hard job. Look at it like it's a gift. And I know that can be difficult because I'm living it. But I had to get to a point where if the divine is deeming me to be capable of freeing my entire goddamn lineage, I should probably be more rooted in gratitude. Thank you for the gift. I appreciate you. Oh, thank you. What's your future then? I'm not here to read your future, Fred. If you want a service, let me know. But I don't answer free questions either, everybody. My questions are $8 while on live. If you would like me to answer your question, you can Cash at me, Venmo me, or PayPal me. And I would love to answer your question after the collective message. If you're here on YouTube, go ahead and hit that thumbs up if you have not already. If you don't see it below the title, you need to click the three dots in the top right corner, hit description, hit the thumbs up. It's completely free. Thank you to everyone tapping the screen on TikTok. I do see you and I do appreciate you. Yeah, you will do $5. You will give me the price that I set if you want your question asked. Otherwise, it will be received as a tip or a donation. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well too, beautiful. Happy Sunday, y'all. What else from this deck, please, Spirit? Come on now. Can you stop playing with yourself now? Can you stop thinking you're incapable? Can you stop thinking that it's just too hard, it's just too heavy? The 6 of Wands, you are the leader of your lineage. Sorry, not sorry. The best leaders don't want to be one, but you're being called. You've been called, and the more you try to ignore the call, the harder it's going to get. The 6 of Wands is about confidence, leadership, the ability to take charge and take initiative. Look at the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. This is a gift. You're going to have to treat it as a gift. I will go to the flea market for $5. Goodbye. Bye. Peace and blessings to you. Um, and that's another thing about this collective community. I feel like you have a certain sense of self that is hard to maintain. You know, it would have been easy for me to be like, "Oh, you'll give me $5." Okay, no, baby, my prices are on the board. If you want your question answered, you'll send that amount or you will find another reader who can do that for you. And then to not feel any type of resentment when things don't align. So when it comes to the things you're being asked to do by spirit, you're being asked to do them because you have the capability to get shit done and to not carry a big chip on your shoulder, to not feel like, you know, you have to become hardened. Because if you think about clay or Play-Doh or anything that's pliable, it can't be molded and formed when it becomes hard. When you stop working with it or you leave it out or you don't, you stop caring about it, it loses moisture and it gets hard and you can't use it anymore. You're meant to stay soft. You're meant to stay open-minded and willing to do what the divine is telling you to do. It's just written. It's written in your birth chart. It's all up and down your past lives and lineage, and it's you, collective community. I don't know how else to put it. You can continue to try to reject it or feel like, man, this is too much. I don't have no help. You don't have any physical help yet because you haven't yet officially accepted the call. The divine can't line up your people and line up your community and line up your helpers and your helpmates and all this stuff. And you haven't even accepted the job. That's like getting recruited for a career. And then you're like, well, where's my company car? Well, where's my benefits? Well, where's my sign on bonus? And you didn't even accept the job yet. Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? I feel like some of you are sitting here frustrated, like, well, I don't have the resources to do what you're asking me to do, God, spirit, universe, ancestors. And it's like you don't have the resources yet because you didn't accept. I said this recently in a message. I don't know which one. I told y'all keep your post notifications on because my messages are like Easter eggs in the Marvel universe. They all go together. I said that just like you accept maltreatment and abuse and things you don't deserve, you have to accept the blessings too. You have to officially accept what it is spirit is trying to give to you. You can't just sit here and be like, well, I don't have what I want and need. So, no, I can't do XYZ. Yes, you can, but you didn't accept the terms of the contract yet. I think I posted a short on YouTube recently saying, will you accept this offer or will you sign this contract? Something like that. Y'all got to keep up because spirits got me moving. The messages have been flowing, so you got to keep up. Yeah, the Knight of Cups is an offer. Oh, something's waiting for you, collective community. The moment you say okay, the moment you just say yes. I don't know if this is possibly also an actual person in your life who's offering something or presenting something to you, some sort of proposal or whatever the case, but you're going to need to give that official yes. You're going to need to officialize this in the spirit before it gets officialized in the physical. You're still in your head. You're still rejecting things. You're still, well, I don't know if this is for me because my little human brain and my ego, they're not sure. But your intuition is screaming at you to lean into this, whatever this is. Yeah, the 7 of Cups sticking out. Like you got benefits and blessings and gifts and all that collective community, but you got to say yes first. You got to say yes first. What else? Thank you, Spirit. On behalf of my collective community, we are grateful. We do have our weekly gratitude message being published later today, so keep an eye out for that one. Maybe while you wait, go watch the ones from previous weeks because everything I post is timeless. Um, and there could be something useful for you in there. You know, gratitude does beget abundance. You want abundance, you gotta lean into the gratitude. Oh, I missed some stuff. I'm sorry, y'all. That part, I love that coloring. Hey, it's you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, y'all chat it up. Talk to each other. Say what's up. Happy Sunday. Hope you have a good week. Where are y'all from? I'm new here. How does this work? Y'all, come on. I tell y'all this every time. But we have the Empress here on the bottom of the deck. It's something about your receptivity. Like you have to receive what spirit is trying to do for you, which means you have to accept it. You know, the Empress gets offerings all day, every day, but she has to have the discernment of what to accept. If you imagine yourself sitting on a throne and the townspeople are coming to you with their problems and their offerings and their baskets of fruit and bread, and you know, you have a council that is there to support you about what you do need to accept and what you need to turn away. So I just feel like have a sense of discernment and intuition about you. Keep your wits about you at this time because not everything approaching you is aligned with what spirit is trying to give you. You're going to have plenty of people coming to you giving you offerings, coming in and you want to do this or I got this for you. And I said this recently as well. You can't accept every gift. You can't accept every offer. You know, I don't take every reading. I don't take every client because I have discernment. I have the right to turn anybody away if it doesn't feel aligned or if it doesn't sit right. You need to really tap in because you know more than you think you do. I'm going to have a marathon and watch your video. I love that. I love that. I do feel like they do end up flowing together because I'll go back and watch my own readings weeks or months or years later and it's like, oh damn, that's hitting. That's right now, like, you know, and it's beautiful how that works because humans, we get so fucking worked up about time. We get so, you know, it just dilutes this potent energy that the divine provides when we're so hell-bent on when is this tomorrow, is this next week, when is this coming in and it's like, again, you didn't even say okay yet. Look at you, all emotionally distant. It's like you didn't even say that you wanted these blessings. So what the fuck do you mean why, when, how? Like you don't get the details and you didn't even say that you want this. So, you know, oh, shut up, Fred. This is not a store. The customer is not always right. I am governed by my spirit team. I set the price. You don't want to pay it. Get on. It's not given that over here. There are thousands of readers that can give you what you need. Don't get disrespectful because then you just get blocked. You're supposed to be at the flea market. What are you still doing in my chat? Of course, I have a gift. It's not likely. I have a gift. That gift charges $8 for a question. I don't understand what's so difficult about that. Again, y'all, as you can see happening in real time, you cannot accept everything. You cannot align with everything. You have to set your standards, set your boundaries, allow yourself to be divinely informed, and keep it pushing. I don't need your $5. You're not willing to pay for what you're asking me for. So now you're blocked because you're interrupting the message. I gave you your answer. I'm not understanding. So as y'all can see, authentically so, you can't play about what you have in front of you. You can't play about the standards that you set for yourself, the boundaries that you maintain for yourself, the things that spirit, your ancestors, your angels guide you to do. I don't get to play with my energy. I get my ass beat if I play with my energy. If I would have said, And that's cool. You don't gotta worry about it. I'll take the $5. Now I'm in trouble because that's not my price. There are plenty of readers online that answer free questions. You don't even gotta pay the $5, but instead you're talking shit in my chat. I don't. Anyways, God bless you, sister. Walking peace and love. I appreciate you. God bless you too, as always. Thank you. Libs. Okay, sis. Thank you. Hi, Yana. Thank you for your presence. I don't answer free questions, but if you would like me to answer that, you can send $8 to my Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. But thank you for your presence. How did you know that you were intuitive? Oof. It took me a while to know what it was. I felt like I was just reading too much into things a lot because that's what was projected onto me. At a very young age, I knew things I probably shouldn't know. You get told to stay in a child's place, yada yada. Years later, I'm just like, why am I seeing patterns that other people don't see? Like, what's wrong with me? Because why aren't y'all picking up what I'm picking up? And then around 2018, 2019, I had like my genuine big awakening, and I was like, oh no, I'm a seer. Like, I have the eyes to see, I have the ears to hear. I can't ignore this anymore. And it was a very jarring year for me where I had to go through the fire. Quite literally, I had to die to my old self and embrace what was in me. The people before me were gifted, but they got scared. They let fear win. They didn't want to look crazy. They didn't want to look evil. My family was religious, and it was a lot of stuff that went into it. But I guess to answer your question more simply, how did I know I was intuitive? When people started trying to gaslight me and act like I was crazy, act like I didn't know what I was talking about. But then the divine is confirming to me the very things that I'm seeing and intuiting. So then that just told me, oh, I have to trust my intuition before the word of any man. Trust no man above God. Like it became just something that I couldn't ignore anymore. Thank you for asking. I never mind sharing my journey. You are so pretty, not hitting on you. Thank you for clarifying. 52-year-old mama, I just wanted to say that to you. I appreciate you, sweet soul. I just know your grandbabies love you. I feel the energy, especially because I was just speaking about the people before me. My grandma was very, very sweet. I love that. Those eyes and ears allowing us to see and hear are the Father's eyes and the Father's ears, allowing us to be his witnesses on earth. I don't identify with that. I don't resonate with that. But if that's how that resonates for you, then power to you. I don't believe in the great big daddy in the sky anymore. That's not how I identify with God, the divine spirit. No. God is love. I am love. God is in me. I am of God. It's why would the omnipresent creator, all knowing, highest good, highest being, the most high have a gender? So thank you for sharing. I don't knock what you believe, but that's not my belief. These are my ears, these are my eyes, and I have the gift of hearing and sight. These are my clear senses that I was gifted, but I don't look at it like I'm somehow insignificant in comparison to the thing that created me. The child that I brought into this world is not insignificant in comparison to me. He is of me. Therefore, he is me. Therefore, he can accomplish the things that are in him. I don't praise God and Jesus the way a lot of y'all do. Y'all are gonna have to just respect it or get on. I resonate with your story a lot. I'm awakening now. Wish I had $8 for you. Oh, no worries. I'm always around. If you're able to contribute to the live gift, then I'll give you your free card. Anybody who contributes to that, I'll pull a free card. So I understand not everybody has it. It's no pressure. They do. Oh, thank you. I do love my babies. I bet. I love that for you. Oh, well, I'm sorry. Exactly. It's the Holy Spirit. You don't have to be sorry. You don't have to be sorry at all. These are healthy conversations. Kind of like tarot, feminine and masculine has nothing to do with male or female. Exactly. Yeah. And I feel like in my healing, I had to release father time, big daddy, Saturn, disciplinarian and lean more into spirit and the nurturer because that's what I needed to heal, you know? So now I understand that I have both masculine and feminine within me, and that is reminiscent of the divine. You know, when you're made of something, you are that thing. It's just like if you had a plant and you know, you trimmed a part of it to plant a new plant. That plant is that plant, you know? I'm so happy to be on your lives lately. I'm happy you're here. Always trust your intuition. When we ignore it, we become sitting ducks, vulnerable to prey. 100%. Thank you for the follow, Danny. We are all here to teach each other through love. We are the I am. Exactly. You see, these are healthy conversations. We're on the same page, just with different perceptions. You know, we all identify with God, the universe, spirit, in the ways that we personally need to heal. I always tell people, if you want like a physical example of that, you should watch the movie The Shack with Sam Worthington in it. He was an Avatar. I feel like that's a really beautiful example of how God works, because God showed up to him as a woman, God showed up to him as a man, you know, God showed up to him in different versions of what he needed at the time. Sometimes I need Big Daddy God to get me together. Sometimes I need my spirit mother who will just hug me and let me lay on her bosom and take care of me. So, yeah, we're good. Anything else for this collective message from this deck, spirit? Thank you for your presence. And like I said, thank you for asking. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for the gifts, beautiful. Okay, so that Three of Wands came out. So you're being shown glimpses of the future. I can't make it up. There's the Moon card. You're being shown, and things are being illuminated to you that would have otherwise been hidden, that would have otherwise stayed in your subconscious, that would have otherwise stayed this occult kind of energy that you couldn't tap into. You've powered up somehow, collective community. I feel it very strongly. It's like if you were to watch a battery charge. It's like your energy is moving up from your lower chakras where you were just in survival mode trying to get shit done, and now you're moving more into your heart space and your throat chakra and speaking truths and seeing with your eye and connecting with your crown, and it's beautiful. I love this for y'all. You know, otherwise you wouldn't be able to do what the divine is asking you to do, you know? So I'm going to get some oracle cards for the collective message as well. Yes, ma'am. Many call it Buddha. Many call it Yahweh. It's scattered across all the nations. I remember my mom was so angry that I had to take a religious course in college. She was like, don't you step foot in them evil temples. And, you know, I just feel like when we root ourselves in judgment of how other people experience divinity, it's very limiting. You know, I learned about a lot of different religions, and I was able to pick up things from a lot of different people. I still do. You know, the Quran, the Bible, Buddhism, Hinduism, all these things. And at the end of the day, to me, it's just as within, so without. We're all connected to this divine source that fuels everything. And we either tap in or we stay tapped out. So that way, there is always a way to resonate and allow us to understand, like you said, love you. I would love to answer your question, Rose, but they are not free. They are $8. $8 for a question, $11 for a mini reading, and $22 for a full. But I appreciate you being here and I appreciate you inquiring. 144,000 frequency, exactly. I took a woman in a Bible class, and oh my, very eye opening for real. Yeah, very judgmental, very one sided brains. Okay, thank you, love. Of course. Of course. And like I said, y'all, if you contribute to the live goal, then I'll get you a free card. And maybe that tells you exactly what you need to know. I have to operate this way. It's equal energy exchange. It takes a lot of energy and intent. You know, my spirit team is working on y'all behalf and things like that. So, you know, not everything can be free. But I just did a giveaway yesterday. So keep your post notifications on. You might catch me on a day where you get a free reading like someone got yesterday. The deer card is the divine feminine. I can't make it up. And that Empress was on the bottom of the deck. The deer is the mother. Wow. Wow. And the crow, I'm hearing I believe in dreams again. That's Whitney, right? I believe in you and me. So spirit is trying to let you know that they believe in you. Dragonfly. Hell yeah. You don't have this ethereal energy for no reason. Come on now. Spirit of all that is pure, true, and divine. What are the messages from the animal spirits for our collective community at this time for the week ahead? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? I just heard the word regurgitated, so I don't know if maybe people around you are saying the same things or you're hearing the same things, but if messages are being repeated, it's with good reason. Maybe you're not picking up what you need to be picking up just yet if you're receiving repeated messages, you know. What else for this collective message, please, Spirit? Ooh. Ooh. The Fox card landed right on this Two of Wands and Wheel of Fortune. In this deck, the Fox is not about sneakiness. It's not about deceit. It's about having the skill to move in the way you need to move to get something done. In this deck, the Fox is an ideal partner or mate. So, as I mentioned earlier, some of you are looking for your helpmate. Some of you are looking for your partner. But you didn't even say yes to your mission yet. How do you have a partner and you didn't accept the job yet? Wow. Okay. I see y'all. I like it. And this does not have to be romantic. Okay. It could simply be a community member. It could be somebody you meet through my platforms. It could be me. It could be a business partner. You have to be open to how love and alignment can find you in different ways. Thank you for all the gifts, beautiful. I see you and I appreciate you genuinely. We have the earthworm. It's okay to be a newbie sometimes, y'all. It's okay to be the runt of the litter sometimes. And I feel like I'm saying that for a reason. I don't know if it's called a litter of pups for a fox, but that's what I'm getting. You know, and I'm also kind of getting like, imagine you had all these siblings and you're the one who gets held to a higher standard, you know, or you're the one who's in charge, or you're the one who's deemed responsible. It's kind of giving that with spirit, like out of a line of people, out of a line of family members, you're the one that was chosen. And nobody said that it was going to be easy, but I do feel like this energy of regeneration is surrounding you, where instead of fearing that you're going to get hurt, have faith and trust that you'll always have what you need. A worm is going to grow that head or that tail back. A lizard is going to grow that tail back. They they don't stop in their tracks just because they got chopped up a little bit. And I'm not saying that to mean that it's an invalidation of your pain. I'm saying that this should be a discouragement to your fear and an encouragement to your faith. You will always have what you need. It's in you. The worm doesn't need to go off somewhere and find a new tail. It doesn't need to go find a new head. It just grows one. So I just feel like, again, like I said earlier on, you're concerned about having what you need to get this done. You're concerned about having the resources. You have everything you need. It's literally in you. You are made of exactly what's needed to get this done. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been entrusted with it. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now, big boss. Is and I'm also getting from this too. It's not like a pride where you gotta kind of fight for your spot, you know, or somebody's gotta test you to deem you suitable. It has nothing to do with other people. This has to do with the divine. You were born into this. You didn't have to go achieve this kingship or this queenship. You just are. You inherited it. I'm hearing that song by Drake. I can't remember the name, but he says something like, all this is for my son because he's inheriting it. Exactly. Like you are God's child, or however you want to look at that. And you inherited these gifts and you're meant to utilize them to do whatever this purpose is. Some of y'all need to just go ahead and book the personal reading. I don't say that just to make money. I don't say that just to toot my own horn. I say that because this is collective. This is everybody I'm talking to. I'm not talking to you as an individual without it being you, an individual, as part of the whole. Meaning, a drop in the ocean is the ocean, and an ocean being the drop in the ocean. So, I can't tell you exactly what this purpose or this journey is unless we collaborate on it. But know that you're entrusted with something. If the runt survives, it usually ends up to be the strongest one of the litter. Exactly. And that black sheep energy, that chosen one, that curse breaker, that outcast, you're made for this collective community. Don't nobody in your line got it like you. Nobody has the strength and the guts and the gall, the audacity to heal the hard stuff, to do the heart work. Everybody else is passing it off to someone else. Well, I was just trying to do better than my mom and dad. So, hey, it's not giving that for us, collective community. It's giving above and beyond. It's giving, we let the hard shit roll off like water on a duck. That's not easy to do. This relentless resilience that we have is the very fuel we need to get the shit done. It's getting done regardless. I feel like some of y'all are just stalling it. Rising Suns Love, thank you for the follow. Hi, beautiful. Facts on the black sheep. Yeah, like it's not easy. Like you thought this was. It's not easy, but you're made for it. And sometimes we don't want that. But honestly, the divine is saying tough cookies. Look at the hyena laughing at you. And I'm also getting that hyenas can attack lions. Okay. Just because someone deems themselves to be top of the food chain or king of the pride or whatever doesn't mean they have the skills and the follow through to maintain that. If you catch a lion slipping and it's enough hyenas, they will kill that lion. If they're not tapped in with the pride and they wander off or something, if it's a cub or something like, they're getting got. They're getting got. The only reason why the hyenas and the Lion King never got what they came for was because they were ditzy and dumb and they didn't know how to collaborate. So that's significant for some of you. Some of you also could have been born on like a gibbous moon. Look that up. Look these things up. Get to know yourself from the inside out. You know, the days you were born, the day of the week, the moon phase, all of that is vital information to who you are. We have the octopus card here, which is, it speaks to being a busybody. It speaks to having your hand in too many pots. That can be of detriment to someone who doesn't have the ability to multitask, who doesn't have the ability to carry many things at once. It's like this video I reposted. This mother was like, mom core or something like that, and she was just holding a bunch of stuff in her hand, her cup, her keys, a monster truck. Like, women, y'all know what I'm talking about. We will carry 10 things in one hand and just make it work. And it's not hard to do, it just comes naturally. That's what I'm picking up on. You naturally have the ability to carry many things. And that's why with this owl card, I put owl as a confirmation on at least 3 messages recently because it keeps coming up. In this deck, the owl is a gift or a treasure or a boon or, you know, something that is being bestowed upon you. I can't make it up. You function well in darkness. You function well in the muck of it all, in the mud, in the hard stuff. It's not something to resent, it's something to celebrate. You know how many people get stuck there? You know how many people don't prosper from there? And here you are thriving and playing around in the mud. You're just built different, collective community. You're just built different. Lotus flower, exactly. That was my first tattoo. What else? The gazelle. Yeah. Something's being illuminated to you about your regality, your royalty. You have a certain poise and grace about you, collective community. Some of these messages are really hitting with the gratitude message I recorded. So again, keep your post notifications on over on YouTube because it's coming today. But watch some of the other ones. We do it weekly so that we make sure we take our supplements. It's just like if you were needing to take protein or creatine or vitamin D, to upkeep your health. That's what gratitude is. The elephant card on the bottom of the deck. Some of you really have like an ancestral connection to Africa, to the safari, to wisdom and ancestry and ritual. And I'm hearing and seeing drums and fires and gatherings. And like I'm telling you, your spirit team is equipped. Like they got you. I feel like there's really no need for you to worry, no need for you to feel like you don't have what you need, because whatever you don't have, you'll be given. It's really given when you accept this task, when you accept this job. They're right behind you with what you need. They're not going to send you out into the field without the weapons you need. And the beautiful part about it, collective community, is that you could run out there without the weapons and still be good. You could run out there without the tools you think you need and still be divinely protected, as if there's just this force field around you and somehow they're shooting arrows and shooting bullets and everything's missing you. You're the one, collective community. Neo is one. The Matrix is a big ass allegorical story, just like the Bible. You are the one. You are, I said you could function in the dark. This back card speaks of release and purging. I've said it a few times recently. Sometimes we're so hell bent on adding and receiving that we're not paying attention to what we need to subtract and get rid of. Hawk on the bottom of the deck. I'm kind of getting Brother Bear vibes. Like, I mean, your team is quite literally with you. It's not this mystical thing. It's not like, oh, I know my ancestors got me and you only think of them on Juneteenth. They're there with you every step of the way. They're there with you when you have your morning coffee. They're there with you when you're crying on your knees and praying and sobbing. They're with you in your happy moments. Y'all got to tap in. Y'all got to tap in. See? Confirmation. I don't even know how my phone fell. Confirmation. I just feel like there's something very potent within you. And I'm not just blowing smoke up your ass. I'm not just trying to get you hype. Like, yeah, you got it and you don't really got it. If you're here with me, especially in the present moment, or the replay finds you and you have the attention span to sit and listen to the words flowing through me, the messages that spirit has for you, I'm talking to you. You literally have this in you. Your entire line is standing behind you. I don't know if some of y'all watch like Game of Thrones or The House of the Dragon, but that's kind of what it's giving. You have people on your team willing to lay their life down for the cause. And you just happen to be the leader. Because at the end of the day, it's not really even about you, as it was said many times recently. It's about everybody. You just happen to be the one equipped to lead this big ass change that you're meant to bring to this world. I just heard heavy is the head that wears the crown. Some of y'all listen to Flatbush Zombies, or some of y'all could be from New York. But that's what it's given. They're ready to go to war. They're ready, arms up. You got to be ready to do the same thing. You can't be hiding out in a corner when the war comes. You can't be sitting and hiding like, I don't know, what do I do? You know, that's not how you're built. You don't get to play small. You don't get to play weak. You don't get to play ill-equipped. You don't get to have a self-defeatist attitude. And ignorance is not bliss for you. You are well informed spiritually, mentally, emotionally. But you thought that was just happenstance? You thought some of the hardest things for humans to accomplish that you can do in your sleep was a coincidence? Absolutely not. Take these messages as they resonate. Don't take anything that's not yours. If you're not really feeling it, if you're not hearing me and feeling like, damn, she right. I do be feeling like that. She right. She right. I did maybe slip into a bit of a mode of cowardice. We all do it sometimes because we don't want the responsibility. We don't want the possibility of failure. We don't want to fuck it up. So we'd rather just not do it. Well, the divine's not going to allow it. It's given, I'm tired of this, grandpa. Well, that's too damn bad. You keep digging. Like justice is out here. This is just it. This is the gavel hitting the stand. It just is what it is. You're gonna have to just accept it. You have to expect that to whom much is given, much is required. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, the literal crown. It's out here. You see how many times there's fucking adornments out here in this spread? All these head coverings. And no coincidence that I'm telling y'all recently to start covering your head and your crown more often. All these images. Any cards could have came out of the deck. But we have 4 with headwear. With no, what the fuck am I saying? 7. Here's 3 more. We got 2 helmets and a headband. I'm just saying. You don't want to stand in your power. You got free will. You're just going to keep making things harder for yourself. But if you look at the 3D world stage, it's a lot of people out here with power that they don't deserve just because it was given. It was nepotism or it was whatever the case may be. You know, you not only were born into this, you earned it. You maintained it. Black Panther couldn't stay Black Panther if he wasn't willing to do what needed to be done. Come on now. I'm hearing again, Lively Up Yourself by Bob Marley. Y'all better act like you know. Y'all better act like you're not regular because you're not. You're just not. Sorry. You can't be like everybody you see out here. You don't get to move like ignorance is bliss. You don't get to move like, la-di-da-di-da. I'll just act like I don't see the higher purpose. I'll just act like I don't see the truth. I'll just act like I don't know who I am. I'll just keep clocking in and going day to day. Fuck it. Okay. Okay. If you say so. I'm just shuffling the energy out of these decks, y'all. I enjoyed reading for you for your week ahead. I feel like you need to be utilizing the time you have during this week. Like I said, this is a timeless message. If you catch the replay on YouTube, the week ahead of you is going to involve you needing to embrace who you are. And my deck over here has fear mongering and disconnection. Don't allow fear mongering from other people and these war stories and horror stories of what it looks like when you step out on faith and, when you take the leap and when you embody your highest self and you move in authenticity. Don't allow yourself to be fear mongered, because the other side of this is protection and self empowerment. I'll never make it up. You're either going to allow yourself to remain disconnected and to be fear mongered, or you're going to flip the switch and allow yourself to embrace the fact that you are divinely protected and self empowered. The divine can't force you to do it. You have free will, but you are protected as soon as you decide to lively up yourself. I'm seeing the eagle card in the reverse. You're not feeling free because you're not being yourself. You're not living up to your highest potentials. That's why you feel so stagnant and restricted, because you're not bossing up yet. So if I got to be the one to give you the permission you're seeking, I will be that for you. And I don't say that condescendingly. I'll share a personal story. When I was in college and I had that awakening that I mentioned earlier, I was seeing an on campus counselor. And I felt like I finally wanted to face everything that had happened to me, everything I was going through, just to get the shit off me, just to speak to someone objective and for me to start having some genuine healing in my life. And one day she looked at me with the most empathetic but assertive countenance on her face and was like, "You have tried it your mother's way. You have tried it your father's way. You have tried it your boyfriend's way. You have tried it your friend's way. When are you going to do it your way? I'm listening to you and I'm paying attention to you. I'm being attentive. You know exactly what you want and you know exactly what you need. You're just not doing it." So she looked me in my face and said, "If you're waiting for permission, I give you permission today. I give you permission to do what you know you need to do because you're not yet to a point where you can give that to yourself. So I will be that for you. Collective community, I will be that for you. We all need that person on our path. You have permission to boss the fuck up. You have permission to be who spirit deems you to be. You have permission to stand up and walk in authenticity and walk in your power and not feel afraid that someone's going to strike you down or look at you crazy. You have permission to step out on faith. You have permission to be rich. And I'm not talking about man made money. You have permission to be confident. You have permission to be safe and healthy. You have permission. Here, take it. Take it. I love you. I see you. I feel you. Take it. Do it. Just go be. Because you're feeling so restricted and held back because you're not being. And being is the simplest thing you can do. But we make it so damn hard. Society is not going to give you this. Society is not going to encourage this. If you've been with me for a while, at least since last year, maybe October, you've seen my lives get restricted. You've seen my accounts get restricted. You've seen people in my chat acting crazy. You've seen my numbers get played with. I don't care. Because guess who's still showing up and delivering the messages? Guess who's still her? Guess who's still showing up? Guess who's still authentic? Guess who still has a heart of gold and giving and compassion and empathy, a capacity for love, a capacity for peace and productivity, a heart to embrace prosperity and abundance. And I'm not saying this to be conceited, even though I have a reason. I'm saying this because this is a mirror happening right now, collective community. You can do the same thing. These platforms don't define you. They're tools. I'm on here to connect. I'd be the same fucking person if I was off of here. I could delete my social media today and it wouldn't stop a thing. I'm on here because I'm guided and because it helps with reach. Other than that, I don't give a damn. I'm not going to be censored. I'm not going to be on here talking in code. I'm going to be on here talking about healing, abuse, and molestation and manipulation. I'm going to be on here talking about the truth of the matter, about what energy and currency and money really is. I'm going to be talking to you about gratitude, whether you feel like you need to hear it or not. I'm going to tell you what the messages are with truth and authenticity. I am going to read you for filth the way y'all put it, but to me, I'm reading you for cleansing. I'm reading you with intention and the hope and an encouragement that you will heed the guidance. That's all it is. Do what you know you're supposed to do, collective community. That's really the simplest way I can put it. When you know better, you do better. Like I said, you might be the runt of the litter that becomes the leader, and you just have to stand up in it. You just have to get it done. You can get tired, you can rest, you can take a break, but baby, you don't get to quit. No. That's not written for you. I don't get to quit. Y'all think it's easy doing what I do? I don't know why everybody has the perception that oracles and seers and clairsense able people and what, however you want to put it, all these gifts I have is some glamorous lifestyle. That shit is difficult. I have to constantly be up on my protection. I have to constantly be up on my discernment, constantly exercise and, work that muscle of intuition, constantly differentiate between what's mine and what's the collective's. I'm transmuting your shit, collective community. This shit is not sunshine and rainbows, but I do it with grace and I do it with poise because I have the capability. I have the capacity. I stopped whining about it and I just got to work. Hey, sometimes these messages interrupt my day. Sometimes I get woken up at 2, 3, 4 a.m. with messages to write down just because somebody today needed to hear it, even if it's just one person. Whatever your gifts are, stop running from them. Your journey is not going to look exactly like mine. But if you're here with me and you're resonating, you have some work to do. So just do it. You have a purpose. It's big. Somebody joined with the name Spider-Man. You think Spider-Man asked to be bit by that spider? You think he was looking for that level of power, that level of responsibility? You think he didn't have to hone it and learn it and practice it and make it structural, make it sound? Come on. You're made of such good stuff, collective community. Stop acting regular. There's a lot of regular people on this earth, and I don't mean that in a superior sense. Everybody has a function, but not everybody can do what you do because they're not made of the same stuff. There's a lot of people who can just go day to day and feed into the illusion and it not be a problem. You cause energetic earthquakes when you act like you don't know what you know. You cause energetic tectonic plates to move when you act like you're not made of what you're made of. Shit crumbles when you crumble, collective community. You got to stay on your shit. You don't get to break down and stay there. You don't get to lie down and die. You have to resurrect. So many people come in my chat talking the Bible and talking Jesus and talking God. Baby, that is the living word, meaning it is an allegorical example of how you embody that very energy, how you can embody self mastery, how you can master your gifts, how you can heal yourself and inspire other people to do the same thing. Jesus was 33. You got 33 vertebrae that align your spine, that correspond with your chakra system, and allow you to utilize and transmute energy to do exactly what he did. He was human just like you. I really need y'all to stop limiting yourselves to what other people tell you makes sense. Because if you spend your time praising all these things and forces and entities outside of yourself, you won't be self empowered. I never said there was no value in religion, it brought me here. I never said there was no truth in the Bible. There's a lot of truth in the Bible. There's an entire book of spells in that book for you to utilize, and they work. But I'm not going to pretend that Jesus wasn't doing spell work, that he wasn't an alchemist, that he wasn't turning water into wine, that he wasn't providing food and bread and fish for his people and getting shit done and taking the pain and dying and resurrecting. And I did the same shit. It's not like I woo wooed and moved my hand over a cup of water and turned it into wine, but I damn sure transmuted the pain of my entire lineage into power, into prosperity, into protection for myself and my child and anyone after me. Y'all have a lot in you. You just need to own it. You just need to accept it. Stop chasing it away because it seems scary. Stop chasing it away because you feel like you'll fail or you won't do it right. There is no doing it right. You do it the way you need to get it done. You were probably told you're hard-headed, or you learn the hard way, or you do things in ways that you don't need to, or why'd you have to touch the damn oven and I told you it was hot. Baby, we all learn the way we need to learn. If you're here with me in my collective community, we don't take losses. We learn lessons and then we apply them and we gain wisdom and we impart it upon other people. So you don't need to fear losing anything. You don't need to fear failing. You have free will to do it the way you think you need to, but you're divinely protected and supported. Stop feeling and thinking and allowing other people to project onto you that you're a fuck up. You're a fool. You failed. You don't own a house yet, so you're a failure. You have a failed marriage, so you're a failure. You quit your job or you dropped out of school, so you're a failure. Baby, I was in college for 4 years. I was months away from a possible graduation when I left. Do you know how much do you know how much heat I caught for that and still catch for that? I did what spirit guided me to do, and I landed where I needed to land. We got to do what we got to do, y'all. I'm real about mine when y'all are here with me. I've been through the fire and I'm very willing to walk through it again because I know it can't scorch me. I know it can't burn me. I know it can't disintegrate me. I am the goddamn fire. Fire doesn't only destroy, it purifies. I'm speaking to some of y'all. I don't ever mean to get on the soapbox and sound like I'm preaching, even though that's what a lot of you tell me. I don't identify like I'm preaching or I know more than y'all, or I wouldn't be here talking to you about your own power if it was given that. I'm not your savior. I'm not your healer. I'm not the be all end all. I'm not here to give you all the answers. I'm here to encourage you to heal yourself and to be open to the answers that you're being given from the divine. If I have to play liaison for some of y'all, I'm more than willing to do that. I love my clients. I love collaborating. I love helping y'all out. But you also have to help yourself out. You can't be fighting against what's being shown to you. It's giving you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. I can't make y'all believe me. And I don't argue with people who think this is some gimmick, you know? I don't need to prove myself anymore. I'm at this for 10 years. If spirit allowed it, I would retire and be good. I don't need to explain what I see every day. I experience God every day. So I need you all, no, you need you all to stop denying what you know to be true just because people around you don't want to sign off. They don't want to corroborate your story. They don't want to be a witness to what's happening in your life. They want to call you crazy. They want to call you schizophrenic. They want to call you mentally ill. They want to, say you need to be put in a home and all this wild shit that people will be used to do to you. Stop playing with yourself. Stop playing with your destiny. That's about it. That's about it. I know I wasn't looking at the comments, YouTube. I apologize. I was in it. Hey, how are you, beautiful? I'm doing well. Thank you for asking me. I appreciate that. I'm sure you're beautiful too. Wow, you're so bad. You look better natural to me though. What part of me is not natural right now? I'm glad you agree. I'm glad you enjoyed the message. But yeah, I'm natural whether I have lipstick on or not, baby. The days I did. I guess you didn't need to hear the rest of what I said. especially because I just finished saying I don't have to explain myself. Thank you for the compliment. Okay. YouTube, I'm going to let y'all go because that's the end of the collective message. Um, Tap in, book your personal readings if you feel like you need more clarity. Stop being afraid to drop a comment, drop a thank you, send a tip, whether it's me or another reader. Gratitude begets abundance. I'm going to keep saying it. I don't care how many times y'all feel like it's getting redundant or monotonous. I'm saying it because you're still not doing it. These things are important because you need to signal to the universe that you're not down bad, you're not broke, and you don't live a scarce lifestyle. So do what you need to do to take care of you. I'm here for you to utilize if you feel like you need that. I have a written guide on energetic attacks that you can purchase and keep with you for as long as you want to help you out. Because when you are of high purpose, there will be attacks on your spirit. So if you're interested in that, all the links you need are on my channel. But other than that, I'm going to plant the messages here for you all. I'm genuinely always wishing you all well in accordance with your highest good. Never shoot the messenger. My ancestors will your ass back. Until next time in divine time, peace.